the creation of the best life possible for all. But before we go there, we have to look at why we need to do that. What is it that creates a world that is not best? Let's look at the individual. In the life of the individual, if the basic needs are not met, the body will experience difficulty surviving. When we don't have soap, we don't have money to buy soap to use in the bathroom, to have a shower every day or every other day, our body will itch, and that will present a discomfort that will eventually affect our state of mind. So the body and the mind is now affected by this lack of soap. And we're talking of just this one basic thing: soap to clean our body. If we look at the availability of other things other than soap, and we look at the availability of water in our bathrooms, then we can see a bigger picture where the body is now really affected because it cannot flush the toilet, and because we need to excrete some of the food that we're taking. If we cannot do that, then the body suffers discomfort. And even if we are able to do that, to pass our stool in the toilet and there's no water to flush it, the smell will be so much for our nose to bear, and so the body will suffer and the mind gets affected also. To compound the experience of the individual without the basic needs like water, soap, and now the possibility of not having a home. The lack of a home or an apartment, plus the lack of soap and water, will create a scenario that will compromise our survival. It is going to be difficult for the body to survive because what it needs is not being given, and it's not available to be used for its survival. So eventually our mind will experience some fear fear of not being able to clean ourselves, fear of not being able to flush the toilet because there's no water in the toilet, fear of not having a toilet even if we don't have a home or an apartment where we can live, fear of living in the streets. Those are the different fears that the mind will be presented. And because we have these beliefs associated to them, like a belief that I will be mugged in the streets, or I will be raped if you're a woman or a man even. And the fear of being robbed, the fear of being humiliated and shamed by others because you don't have a place to live and money to buy whatever you need. So this will make life very difficult, and our body will experience discomfort. And when the body is not comfortable, the mind will then come up with thoughts that will lead us to doing things that are not best, that will not create a society that is supporting everyone. Rather, it will create a community where criminals live. And when that happens, our survival will be in danger, and our fears will multiply to the point that the mind becomes overwhelmed and depressed and sad. And this discomfort of the body and the mind creates suffering. This is the consequence of a world that is not best for all, where we don't have money to survive, so we don't have money to buy food, to buy soap, to pay for our water bills, and to pay for rent or to pay for our home, mortgages, anything like that. This is a world that is not best. So I want to invite you to subscribe and be part of this series of video that will open up different insights on how we created a world that is not best and how we can change this to a world that is best.